Hi, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Hardcore Minecraft. You might be noticing that we are starting a new world. I did, in fact, already lose the first one, but that's okay. Like I said in that first video, I've absolved myself of embarrassment for what ended up being a fairly quick death, and we're starting over. The failures of the past are in the past. Um, so we are here today starting a new world, Hardcore 2. I did make one change. I talked about in the first episode how I thought subsequent Hardcore worlds would have a little extra challenge associated with them or something to make it a little bit more difficult. So what I have set up for this one, um, or had set up, is a beach-only world. So this should make us shipwrecked, or something close to that, which should be very exciting. And most importantly, there should be absolutely no lush caves, which I'm excited about. So let us take a peek. Okay, I did do a little bit of testing on my own just to make sure that this would work. And we are relying heavily on the fact that shipwrecks can spawn or can have moss blocks in the chests in them, which we can bone meal to turn into azalea bushes, and then later azalea trees. That's sort of going to be our only source of wood or logs of any kind long term. So that's priority number one, is getting to a shipwreck. I'm hopeful there'll be some somewhere in my testing world. Yes, okay. There were able to spawn these in. The other reason I picked beach as opposed to an ocean world is, in addition to the fact that Minecraft didn't seem to be able to make ocean-only worlds, was that a beach specifically can spawn buried treasure, um, which is the only way I know of to get a Heart of the Sea. So if we get to that point, I do think it'd be fun to try to make a conduit. I've never made one before, but I figured an ocean-themed world would be the opportunity to try. I think that's one of my sort of mid-level goals for this. Is to get all the things I need to make a conduit. So we're gonna keep our fingers crossed that that happens as I make my way slowly over to this little shipwreck. I'm trying not to sprint because the food situation also not great. Um, I suspect I'll be doing a lot of fishing. I know these shipwrecks also can spawn potatoes and the like in them, crops and such. I don't know where I'm gonna get dirt. Is more the issue. So we'll keep our eye out. Maybe there'll be some somewhere I could get into here. Okay, but this is good. This is much of what I needed to get started. One of the nice parts about this world is, despite the fact that the basics like wood will be a bit difficult to acquire, uh, shouldn't have too hard a time with goodies like this. Uh, I expect I will spend a significant amount of time uh, looting shipwrecks. Okay, good. And our first buried treasure. Guessing that's the only two in here. Looks like we've got the only half of this ship. So I am gonna spend a little bit of time breaking this guy down so I can collect some of the wood, and then we'll be in a little bit better of a spot. I don't need the stairs. Okay, that's gonna have to do it, because although this did have several of the things that I'm going to need, it was missing something fairly critical in that it did not actually have the moss block that I am going to require to really get started here. So I think I'm going to make myself a quick shield and oh, I'm not sure what else yet. I suppose we can keep it classic and start with a wooden pick. Uh, there is, thankfully, a little bit of stone in some of the places. So we should be able to get that going. Coal, I'm less sure about. I'm hopeful we'll find some sort of cave or something, or maybe we can just dig underground and there'll still be some coal for us, but we'll have to figure that out later. Oh, actually, I think I spy some up there. That's a very good sign. That was one of my points of concern. There was a little bit of coal that I found in the world that I was testing this in, but not an exorbitant amount. You might also be thinking at this point, how are you going to sleep, Stella? What's the plan for sleeping? And it's a good question. There isn't a plan for sleeping really. That was the only thing that I couldn't quite figure out here is how to make a bed. Um, don't need to set my spawn, so that's a plus. And if we live long enough to start getting phantoms, then I suppose that's a bridge I'll have to cross when I come to it. I'm sure it'll be great though. I'm sure it'll be so great. Okay, I'm gonna make myself a sword. That feels like it would be very helpful. And then a nice stone pick. Okay. Hopefully soon. I'm trying not to sprint too much. Um, conserve some of the food. There's some of my hunger at least, because food is going to be a problem. I'm probably just gonna have to hope I get string at some point. Maybe stay up a little late to try and see if some spiders will spawn in that I can kill. Um, but we'll see. That might not be a first night activity depending on how hungry we get. I'm not sure about taking on the darkness with basically nothing. Ah, but this is good. This will help. And once I grab this bit of coal here, I am gonna go continue hunting around for more shipwrecks, see if I can find anything else that I need. Oh, is that? Oh, okay. Thank goodness. There is some dirt, so we'll also be able to farm. Um, I was really hoping that would be the case. I am, given that I live in a desert, it's probably worth splurging on a shovel right now. I think I'm there. I foresee a lot of digging in my future. Just just a sixth sense that I have about how this is going to go. I don't need to grab all of this necessarily, because there actually is a good chunk, and that makes me feel less anxious on the whole. Uh, but I do want to get, let's just get an even stack for fun. One more. Okay. All right, excellent. Immediately, I feel much better about things. I've got dirt. That's a little deep. I've got coal. I have tools. I've even got some fancy bits. So if you're feeling nervous about now, I respect that, but just know that I feel confident. I think this is going to be great. I think this is going to be excellent. I'm feeling prepared. I'm feeling more willing to just run at the first sign of trouble, honestly, than I was previously, and I also think that that will serve me very well. So, hmm, the setting sun is not the best of signs, but that is okay. I'm probably just gonna tunnel underground to avoid that. I think that'll be my best bet. Huh, perfect. This looks so cozy. Just pop right in here. Lock myself in. Oh boy. Okay. Let me get myself a little light. And mostly just wait out the night. I'll mine some of this stone and such just so I have it for later. Uh, but primarily, honestly, I'm just gonna wait out the darkness. And I think that's all right. Ooh, it does feel a bit personal that I've already found this much coal and I struggled so long for it in my other world, but that's okay. That's all right. New start. New start. I think this is a sign of our good fortune. Honestly, that's what I'm taking it as. I think that's how all of you should take it. Okay, okay. So, I believe, despite the very scary sounds out there, that it is just about morning finally. Um, I did end up getting a bit of cobblestone, made myself a new pick, and then sort of just waited around because I was not prepared to go out there. But those are good sounds. Maybe we just wait for that zombie to die and then we can be on our way. The other thing, I had a couple of thoughts in the night. One of those thoughts, I never even looked at this treasure map, so we've got that to enjoy a little later. And two, if I do find spiders, I believe I can combine string um, to make wool eventually. So that'll be an irritating way to uh, to get a bed, but I do think it is a way to get a bed, and that's most of what I need, to be honest with you. I wonder. I saw a creeper and an enderman over there. I don't actually see any spiders just chilling about. Um, I don't see why they couldn't spawn in a beach biome, but I don't. I suppose I've never technically checked. Um, might be something we have to do some digging on in a little while. But first, as I said earlier, I really need to find another shipwreck. Suppose we might as well go in the general direction of this map. Gotta go. Hmm. I guess it makes sense that I'd have to go back the way I came. We'll just head north for a while and see what's out there. Wondering too what all we've got in the water. I was hopeful for some kelp for a reasonable smelting solution, but Honestly, there seems to be coal enough that I'm not as concerned about that as I was when I was thinking of the ideas for the playthrough. Hmm. Big caves. Okay. I think I'm gonna wander for a little while. I'll catch up with y'all when I've found something other than sand. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Turns out I just had to say something. Ow, that was not my best work. But this has all the makings of a buried treasure chest ship situation. Um, didn't quite. You know what I mean. We understand each other, I'm sure. And hey, there's even a door I can steal from my house. Delightful. Now I do have to figure out where exactly these chests are buried. I'm hopeful that there are some. That would be ideal. I will take it if it's just the wood, but sure would be nice to have some chests. Okay. Ah, okay. Here's the rest of it. Trying to figure out which direction this is supposed to be facing, and I honestly I can't quite tell yet. Uh, I'm sure it'll come to me. This is good stuff though. Little beach rain. That'll be nice. Ah, okay. Finally. Oh, okay, good. We have some amount of food. Thought that said curse of finding. Curse of vanishing is all right. I can live with curse of vanishing. Everything vanishes when I die here anyways. You can join the club. Again, no moss, but that's all right. I remain hopeful. And there is a good amount of wood, which is exciting. Might as well take the chest as well. Till I find moss. Don't exactly have wood to spare. Ow. Oh, okay. I learned. I never learn. I never learn. Honestly. Okay, I'm assuming there's more. Well, assuming and hoping that there's more to this over here. I would love a secondary chest. Forgotten how annoying these buried ones are. I mean, I'm gonna finish excavating this guy, but that might be the only chest. Did have several things that we needed though, so definitely not a loss. Just means we're still hunting for some goodies. And perhaps we'll spend the night down here. Seems to be getting... I suppose I can't really tell if it's getting dark or if it's just raining up a storm. Okay, that's definitely nighttime. I'll catch you guys in the morning. I'm just gonna dig myself a little hidey hole under here. The hope for the best. Oh boy. Okay, it is officially daytime. I do hear a nasty, uh, but my plan is ow, fall in a hole, and equip my shield for sure. Um, I'm glad there was something up here. Turns out I was not been able to handle it well. But we're all good. I am hopeful. Suppose I can make some of this into bread. Can't plant that anyways. I think at this point it would be nice to find somewhere to set down my stuff. My inventory's not looking great. I have a few of the things that I need to get going, honestly. I can farm, I can get food now. So I think it's really just about figuring out where I'd like to live. I think that's close to where I came in, and honestly, those lower beaches are nice. This hilly stuff is probably not what I'm gonna go for, honestly. Doesn't feel very beachy, you know? Oh, ow. Okay, we're good. We're good. Just, just a little fall. And thankfully, there is already sugarcane and such over here. You want to see what all's down here? A lot of turtles. Honestly, the aqua affinity from those might help at some point. Uh, and I feel like they add a nice ambiance. It is. There's just nothing. That's good to know. Good to know. I also was testing out if a lukewarm ocean would work. I went through and when I was trying to figure out what kind of biome I wanted this to be for my general shipwreck theme. I went through and lukewarm was the other one that did work. In the sense that it generated something that didn't just look like default Minecraft terrain or unplayable, like technically Stony Shores worked also, but I don't really want to play on Stony Shores forever, you know, or however long this lasts. Um, and lukewarm oceans were nice because then you can get all the pretty coral reefs. It was honestly prettier to look at, but I couldn't get buried treasure, which was a point of concern for me. Mostly because I'd like the idea of trying to get a conduit going. I've never done it. It's interesting. Um, and that is just not a thing that's possible, unfortunately, with uh with the lukewarm ocean biome like that. So maybe, because I don't think mobs drop them. Like I know you can get the nautilus shells and such from ground, but I don't think you can get anything else. Like I don't think you can actually get the heart of the sea or anything. If I'm wrong, somebody definitely let me know, but that's my impression at least. So for now we're doing this, and I feel like this works well. This I think is beatable in theory, assuming I can actually get uh, some of the basics going. Like hopefully there is um, a portal to the end. Should be able to get lava, things like that. Get to the nether. I don't know. Stuff certainly things to consider when we get past the point of basic bodily needs like food and shelter. There, the sandy sounds that are happening that you can see in the captions there. Hopefully y'all can hear them. They're very bizarre, honestly. Sounds sort of haunted. I don't know if that's what they were going for, but I do feel like that's what they achieved here. Okay, I would like to just get something real basic set up. Doesn't have to be too big or fancy. Oh, the day goes by so quickly. And I was kind of thinking of having this sort of situation. Just because I don't have a ton of things to work with at this point. I know a mob can kill me through there. It's not done. We'll keep working on it. Oh, darkness. Okay. Well, I'll same deal as before. I'll meet you guys here in the morning. I'm gonna go hide. Oh, okay. I thought I'd be a little cheeky, and also do some digging and dig straight down because I'm in a desert, you know? What's the worst that could happen? That immediately uh disrespected. So that's good. This is why you do not dig underground. Although there are goodies in here. I'm gonna call it not a total loss. Mostly I just didn't want to destroy the surface near my house. Okay, here we go. Dig out some more of this sandstone that's down here. I think I am going to prioritize getting a fishing rod, just because I think that is going to be a good way for me to get a more reliable source of food. Um, and hopefully some other goodies as well, since we're lacking a lot of other sort of basic necessities in this world here. Um, how do we... Ooh, excellent. Okay. Um, when I poked my head out before, there were quite a lot of not so good creatures. Hmm. Yeah, quite a few creepers over there. Ah, good. Okay, I was hoping I was keeping those in range. But the spider, any luck? Ah, okay. Here we go. I am sorry about this, dude. Nice. Okay, two. Two is good. Two I will take. Almost enough? Okay. Maybe we come up a little earlier tomorrow. See if we can't take care of that other spider. In the meantime, this is critical. Critical, I assume. Wait, just kidding. I can make a fishing rod. Oh, that's good. That's very exciting. Okay, let me finish my little house here first. Get the structure going. I know it would be better with wood details and things like that. Unfortunately, that just feels like a bit of a waste, given that I don't actually have a renewable source of wood yet. Um, but I've got these stairs, so I can use those for a little extra shape, something or other. I'm trying to decide if I think it'd be better to cobble roof. Obviously, something pretty like a stone or something would be best, but that that feels like quite an expense. Maybe we'll start with a cobble roof and it could be something that we look forward to upgrading in a little while. At least now we have a mostly enclosed structure. I'm gonna work on that. And something must be able to be done about how ugly this situation is. Not really what I wanted to happen. Hang on. Mm, mm, I'm not sure about that one. I am not sure about that one. Maybe we just make like a little. That's annoying. Uh, a little terrace that can, a little awning that can come out this direction. I think we can just sort of like intersperse some sandstone here. Ugh, I'm not prepared for the night again. That's all right. Now we've got some kind of path situation happening. Get a few more blocks. This. And then I suppose it would be wise. Hop inside. Forgot to light up. Okay. Yeah, Stella, push it. Just keep going. That's fine. Nothing bad will happen. It's fine. You're just gonna light it up. I didn't realize I had built this on nothing. That'll be so interesting later, I'm sure. Okay. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Nope. uh, but hey, of course the spider's over there. This way we can be on spider watch out. That's that's exciting. Always good to be on the lookout for those guys. Honestly, hang on. I did intend to do something about the roof situation in here. Maybe it would be nice just to fill it in with cobblestone. Seems like I'll be riding out the night in here anyways. Might as well make it just a little bit cozier. I only see that spider way over there for some reason. Make myself a cute little table. If I had a potted plant or something, I'd put it on here, but for now we'll just have to live with the furniture that we have. Um, that's all right. That'll be okay. Okay, naturally that spider over there is gone. About 8 bajillion skeletons, approximately. I haven't forgiven them, so we'll move right along. If I'm lucky, hopefully, we will be able to steal some of their goods in the morning as well. I think it might be time to go for this buried treasure, just to see what it has to offer me. And I'm probably also gonna need to do some fishing tomorrow. I think it's time. And once again, we are waiting out the night. But I am feeling good. Feeling like we're making solid progress. Feel like we've got a plan. He's he's a little far away for me to risk it. Even get a bed, I think. I make, yes. Yeah. Oh, it's only 4, actually. Okay. I was a little worried it was going to be a full 9 per wool. So that's not too bad. It wouldn't be if there were a spider anywhere near here. Oh gosh. Oh man. I want those spiders and I don't want them to despawn. I'm putting this stuff away because I'm like, well, if I die, I don't want to lose it. Again, doesn't matter. Um, that's not the game we're playing here today. Okay, I'm gonna bet on finding more iron later. Just grab that. You'll see that spider over there. Listen, the game plan is if there are too many nasties and I feel bad about the situation, I just run back here. And that's all. I just run back into my house. Wow, I want to keep that creeper in my eyesight. Okay. Really? I haven't forgiven the skeletons for what they've done to me. Okay. Listen. But I would love a bed. The sooner we do this pain now, the sooner we don't have to deal with the night anymore. No more darkness. Okay, good, good. Oh, skeleton. That's all right. We're just going to avoid him. This is me attempting to learn my lesson about pushing my luck. No, sir. No, thank you. Listen, it's almost daytime. And hey, we did get a little strength. We're just gonna close the door. 2 strength. That is halfway to a single piece of wool. So that's something. But hey, I will take it. Once these poor guys start burning, then I think we'll be off for the day. Give us a nice view. Fortunately, he will not despawn if I'm in here. So, I'm gonna go around the side. Might as well grab all this. I feel we've been reasonably successful for a first day. You want to just come in here? That'd be nice. Can't blow anything up in here. There we go. I've got, again, another beautiful starter house. I have the beginnings of what I am certain will be a lucrative farm, given time. And I've got big plans for some fishing and some treasure in the future. That I think this might actually be a good spot to call it today. I feel like we've made good progress. We're still alive, counting that as a win as always. So, thank you all once again so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye bye.